Afternoon for a historic signing that will help keep down utility bills very, very substantially and electricity prices for millions of Americans, and in many cases for a lot of people that don't really understand why they're going up, but they're not going to be going up, they're going to be actually going down. Today we followed through on an announcement I made in my State of the Union address last week as America's largest tech companies officially signed the Ratepayer Protection Pledge. It's a big deal. It's going to have a tremendous impact on electricity costs. We're bringing down all of the costs. We're having this little interlude to do what we have to do because we had it going, but these interludes are very important.
All right, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makar. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and bishops that tell me this truth that will well. Shalom to the elect, scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Kodash Paya. And as you see, these are like projects, part of the agendas that these elites have. You know, more restrictions with this whole energy crisis that's going on due to the war, right? Which is a scapegoat, but nevertheless, it's gonna lead to World War III, which we're in the beginning stages of that. But also, this is all part of the agenda for another lockdown. Anyway, which that's causing, and as you can see here, this is something called Dark Skies Protection Act, right? So you have the bill that was signed, which proposes legislation aimed at reducing light pollutions between 11 p.m. and 5 p.m. So that's basically curfew, all right? It mandates shielded downward-facing outdoor lighting on state property to save energy, protect migratory birds, improve health, and enhance night sky. Which is all BS, you know? So you got reduced population, energy efficiency, wildfire protection, more bullshit, human health, and scope. So this is all apparently part of the Dark Sky Project. Dark Skies Protection Act, rather. So it says state legislation, a New York proposal, and all that, right? And they're doing that to what? A few cities now. It's going to be majority, you know? And then the way things are we in a time of, right now we in the season, you know, we in hurricane season, as they call it. Tornadoes, hails, all types of, you know, quote-unquote natural disasters primarily hit around this time, right? And we know about their weather modification that they used, you know, that was created for the military. But that's part of war, you know, and that's also a way for them to restrict, you know, not only public but state traveling. Cause a wildfire. Oh, now people in this region can't go across over here because, you know, it was a wildfire. Now there's 20 wildfires in a week. Now there's tornado. Now people gotta, you know, shelter in place. Now you can't get electricity. People don't. We've seen these things happening, you know. Primarily down south areas. And then you have over here called stage 1 drought, which they're saying we're now in stage 1. It says when stage 1 drought conditions are declared, we implement policies and guidelines for reducing water usage by 10%. So now they're limiting how much water you can use. And they also have like vehicle restrictions. to people who possess like automobiles or whatever. It says we implement policy. All right, 10%. It says residential and business customers are subject to water use restrictions. Outdoor irrigation is subject to limited times. But you got some restaurants and little businesses that do that now, you know? But everything is being restricted, everything is being rationalized, everything is being reduced, everything is being taken away because that's part of them having people have um like you possess things but it's not yours, if that makes sense. Now they having people limited for certain days to work. But this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. In the NLT, it says, therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens, rejoice. Right? Which right now we know this is one man's heaven is another man's hell, right? So this kingdom we in, and the scriptures say the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. You know? Scriptures also say when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. So people are mourning right now, man. You know? Can't go to work. And if you do work, you're not getting paid. Right now they're saying the TSA is finally getting their first check. We'll see how that goes. But even with that is flight restrictions. Everything. And they even show you that in that show. I forget the name of his episode in Black Mirror. Where the chick had to deal with the credit scores and stuff. Where she didn't have enough points, she couldn't travel. And they would take away points for any little thing. Which they even have that system set up now. The social credit score. Right? Due to your behavior and you put this on social media, now you can't, go here or do X, Y, and Z, right? But it says, but terror will come on the earth and the sea. Right? We're seeing terror. We're hearing of wars and rumors of wars. We're hearing of famine, plagues, pestilence, division of people, false prophets, and leaders. Right? We're hearing about these things. Scriptures also say we shall be even as pilgrims on the earth. Because terror is coming. Troubled times is coming. For the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has little time. There's the book of Exodus, chapter 10, verse 23. Let's start at verse 22. It says, and Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, Salakia, they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. So you want to have light in their dwellings. Scripture say the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So dark times is coming, man. You know? I want to get real quick. All right, this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. Verse number 40. It says, O my people, who is the Lord's people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the biblical Israelites. Right? So as the scripture said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I shall punish you for all your iniquities. So this is the time of Jacob's troubles that we're approaching, man. Jacob is our forefathers, which name was changed to Israel, which he had blessed the 12 tribes, the sons, man. You know? Yahshua, the prince of the power. We're the princes. We're the kings, man. We're the princesses. We're the royal people. So our people's going through what they're going through because of the shit our people did as a nation. So you're going to suffer as a nation. And only the elect is going to wake up and be saved out of this and get ready for that battle. Prepare their minds. Prepare their spirit in prayer and throughout the true doctrine and remembrance. Through the fear of the Lord and sincerity. You know? And to have that faith, the Lord has to sup with you. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 40, it says, "O my people, hear my word," right? Hear the words of the Lord. Take heed. It says, "Make you ready to thy battle." Scriptures tell you in the book of Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be what? The stability of thy time. You can prepare all you want, you know? But where's your sincerity at? Where's your faith at? How have you been storing up your treasures in heaven lately? Because you're going to have a bunch of Johnny-come-latelys just pop up out of a fucking rock. No, what have you been doing for the... Ain't no none of that now. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon earth. That's how you're going to be living soon. Under the grid. Away from shit. On the run. Book of Eli type of status, man. You know? Like a pilgrim, a traveler, a sojourner. With a bag. The basics that he need to get to where he don't even know where he's going. You moving off of faith. At that moment, at that, point, like, you just battling the elements. You don't know who's gonna pop up, where's gonna pop, what's gonna pop up, how is gonna, you know? So, but anyway, I just wanted to bring that out because the Lord's speeding up the times, man. You know? And also, you see here, it says the U.S. government can freeze your bank account. No order required. No charges needed to be filed. America currently has 42 active national emergencies, each keeping these powers on standby. So, there you go. No court orders, no convictions needed, and no charges to freeze your bank account. Oh, I wonder why. Damn, you an Israelite? Bank account frozen. Oh, you talking against America? Bank account frozen. Oh, you believing in a God instead of Trump? Bank account frozen. They showed you that with Kanye West. But you niggas don't pay attention. And then it tells you, 1913, the Federal Reserve Act was passed. 1933, the Roosevelt declared banking emergency. 1970, Bank Security Act passes. Why do you think they passed these bills in these years? All them bills and executive orders Trump was passing now, we're going to see it actually come to act, come to play. Put in action, in motion. So I call Federal Reserve Act. Roosevelt declares banking emergency. So, it's showing how they went from the state to federal. Now everything's going federal. It's not the state no more. So, anyway, just wanted to blow the trump on that real quick. Till next time, I'm going to say shalom.